Hello everyone, welcome to Great Academy. Today I will talk about what do we mean by learning a programming language, because as of now what we have discussed is sir, in order to communicate with a computer, in order to provide commands to a computer, what we are supposed to learn? We are supposed to learn a programming language, some programming language. Okay, sir, what do we mean by learning a programming language? What do we mean by learning a programming language? But before talking about learning a programming language, let's talk about what do we mean by learning a language. Sir, I hope everyone agree on the fact that whenever we go to some professor or go to some tuition classes to learn English language, whenever we go to any tuition classes or any professor to learn English language, what I am talking about, sir, what if someone is interested in learning English language, learning English language. On the very first day, or sir, in order to learn English language, what do you mean by learning English language? The tutor or professor is supposed to provide us what? The knowledge about grammar. On the very first day of grammar, what they used to taught us? Sir. They used to tell something about tense. And then they start present, past, continuous. Present, past and future. Okay, then within it, sir, continuous, indefinite, all that. Sir, learning a language means learning grammar. But what is grammar? Sir, tense and all that, but what is grammar? Again, don't get confused. What is grammar? Sir, if I talk about any of them, sir, let us talk about present continuous. Sir, if I talk about that, we are supposed to learn present continuous tenses. Then what is it? Sir, it is nothing but a rule. What is the grammar? Grammar is nothing but a set of rules. For example, present continuous, what is the rule? Sir, noun plus is RM, then first form of the verb plus ing. I hope everyone knows about it. Sir, what is this? Are we creating sentence? No, sir. We are learning how to write a sentence in English language. So what we are learning? We are learning the rules for making sentences. Sir, learning a language means we are learning some rules. We are learning rules that will validate whether a sentence is correct or not. Same thing is with programming language. Try to understand. Let me talk about English language. If I say, Ram going is Agra, is it correct or incorrect? If you are saying incorrect, that means what you know. Sir, if someone is saying that this sentence is incorrect, that means he or she knows English grammar. Why? Because as per present continuous rule, this statement is false. Why? Because after noun, we must have this is. Noun plus is RM, then verb first form plus ing, blah, blah, blah. Getting my point or not? Sir, this is a particular sentence and whether it is correct or not, only a person who knows grammar can tell whether the statement or sentence is correct or not. Done to everyone? That means, sir, knowledge of these rules is important. Basically what we are saying, we are learning something like this, all the rules. Okay, similarly, in order to learn programming language, what we are supposed to learn? We are supposed to learn rules that will validate whether a statement in a programming language is correct or not. How to make different statements in a programming language. How to make a statement in a programming language. So, learning a programming language means learning all the rules, learning the syntax, learning the syntax of a particular language. Okay. Once you learn the syntax, once you become an expert in syntax of a programming language, you are ready to write programs. I hope you must got the point. Okay, done, sir. Done. Okay. I hope this thing is clear. What do we mean by learning a programming language? Basically, now we are trying to grasp the syntax of a programming language. Just like tenses or English grammar enables us to tell whether a statement or a sentence is correct or not. Similarly, programming language syntax enables us to find whether a given statement in a programming language is correct or not. That's it. So, what we are going to learn, what are the syntax? What is the syntax of a particular programming language? So, let me move forward and let's talk about something called as variable. So, think for a moment and do let me know what is a variable. Sir. Let us suppose I ask you, what is the value of y? If I ask you, what is the value of y? What is the value of y? Then suddenly you will say, Arey, sir, tell me the value of x, then only I can tell the value of y, na? For example, for different value of x, we have different value of y. When x is 1, y is 3. When x is 2, y is 6. When x is 3, y is 9. That means at different point of time, x and y are taking different value. Y is taking a different value on the basis of x. But what is x? Sir, again, at different point of time, we could have different value of x. That means, sir, what is a variable? A variable is something which is able to vary. That means whose value that can change, that can have different value at different point of time. Let me take another example. Just like in mathematics. Okay. Sir, there is something called as email ID. And the second thing is password. Let us suppose my email ID is AAKASH and SHARMA@gmail.com. Sir, can I change this email ID? Sir, this will remain same for entire life. This remains same for my entire life. But, can I change my password? Sir, of course you can change at any point of time. I'll change it just now, after 1 hour or after 2 hours. That means the password here is kind of variable. But the email ID is actually a constant. So variable, being able to vary, being able to change. Constant, not being able to change, that remain fixed. So in a program, what is called as a variable? Sir, a variable is something that can change its value. Okay. Sir, please provide us another example. Okay. A variable, you can think of variable as a container. You can think of variable as a container. What can we put inside container? Sir, how does that matter? We can put anything inside this container. Let me take another example. Let us suppose containers in kitchen. Containers in kitchen. Sir, we have containers in the kitchen. Let us suppose this container contains tea, this contains sugar, and this contains rice. Okay. As of this month, the first container contains tea, second container contains sugar, third container contains rice. Maybe next month your mom decided that the first container will contain sugar, second container will contain rice, and third container will contain tea. Perfectly okay. Sir, container that contains something. Container that contains something. But is it always fixed? Is it always fixed that every container inside kitchen is fixed forever? No, it depends on your mother or the lady who is dealing with the kitchen. For sure. Sir, it could be, a variable could be a lunch box. You are going to college, your mother give you a lunch box daily. She used to give you a lunch box. At the time of lunch, you open it. One day you have rajma chawal, rajma rice. You have rajma rice. On the other day, you could have sandwich. Am I right or not? You could have sandwich. On some other day, it could be another surprise for you. Getting my point or not? So a container. What is a container? Sir, a variable is just like a container that will hold things. It may be different thing. But the good question here is, sir, is there any container in this world? That can contain any type of thing? Please reply. Sir. Whenever you went to market to purchase milk, what type of container you use? Do you use polythene? No, sir. That means, sir, if we talk about containers, there are different types of containers, and depending upon the type of container, it contains the goods. That means every container has a type. Please, sir, can we put, sir, lunch box contains food. Lunch box. Is it possible that Sir, I will take kerosene oil inside my lunch box. Sir, one day I will take bricks inside my lunch box. No, for sure no. Am I right or not? Sir, the utensils in the kitchen, is it possible that, or is it possible to have some gas inside these containers? No, sir. Every container has its type, and depending upon the type of container, it can hold that particular type of goods. Am I right? Of course, sir. Similarly, what is a variable? Sir, just like a container, every variable has a type. Sir, when we are talking about container, we are talking about goods. When we are talking about variable, sir, container contains some good, any kind of goods. But what does variable hold? Variable hold data. Variable hold values. That is the difference, sir. Depending upon container type, we can put different type of goods inside different type of container. That means every container can hold only particular type of goods. Similarly, a variable can hold only a particular type of data. Only a particular type of data. Okay, let me elaborate it more. Let me elaborate it more. Sir. Okay, variable. Sir. When I talk about Google Maps, sir, we also talked about ATM machine, and these are nothing but program or set of program. Sir, what is the input we provided? Sir, the input is source and destination. Output is a root. Okay. What is the input? Input is credential, or more specifically password. Output is cache. Sir, inside Google Map, we are supposed to write some input. Is it possible to provide input as 1, 2, 3, 4? No, sir. You are providing some input. Can we provide 1, 2, 3, 4 as? No, sir. But can we provide this? Of course. Try to understand. Sir, what is this? This is data. What is this? This is data. But, sir, every program is supposed to take input from the user. But, what is input? Sir, some kind of data. Is it always possible that the data is a number? No, sir. Sir, data could be a number. Data could be a text. Data could be a number. A data could be a text. Depending upon the situation. For example, for Google Maps, what kind of data it accepts? Sir, text form. Coming to ATM machine. Sir, password. 4-character password, basically integer. Sir, is this correct or this correct? Sir, generally the passwords are of this type. That means now, what is the input type? Sir, the type of input or the data we are getting as input is a number, not a text. So try to understand, sir, our program deal with different types of data. Sir, data can be of different type. Data could be some number. Data could be number with a point. Data could be text, for example, address or email ID. So, sir, what our program must understand? Our program must understand that data could be of different type, and our program must handle different type of data in a different manner. That means what we are supposed to learn, sir, we need to understand and we need to handle. Our program need to handle different type of data. Our program need to handle different type of data. Our program need to handle different type of data. Try to understand. Done, sir. Done. Data variable. We need to focus on data type. But before that, let us try to understand. Sir. How memory looks like. Sir. Just like houses are there in a society or in a block, there are memory blocks. This is a memory block. That means each of this box represent memory blocks that can hold some value. And just like our house number, each of these box has some address. For example, the address, let us suppose the address of this box, is, let us suppose, address of this box is 1012. Similarly, the address of this box is 2036 and address of this block is 4192. This is address. Okay. Let us suppose we are interested in storing this. What is this? Sir, this is a value. This is a value. Basically, this is a data. Okay. Sir, we are interested in storing some value in memory. For sure, it will be stored in memory because it may be there that our program need this value 10 multiple times. Sir, let us suppose somehow this 10 is stored somewhere. Sir, at which location? See, whatever memory is available, that means nobody knows what is the box or in which box this value gets stored because the memory is allocated randomly. Let us suppose this value 10 goes inside this box. Sir, what is the address of this block? What is the address of this box? Try to understand. Sir, this is the box. The address of this box is 2036. Okay. This value 10 stayed here. Done. First step is done. This is stored somewhere in memory. Later on, I need to access this value 10. Is it possible to access? No, sir. Is it possible to access this? No, sir. Why? Because we don't have any way to access this memory. See, you cannot open the memory physically and see, oh, 10 is there, let us pick it. Is it possible? No, sir. That means, sir, this is not possible. That we can store a value something like this. Instead of this, what can be done? Sir, in order to access this particular box, from our program, what we provide? Sir, we provide a name to this location. For example, we provide a name A to this box. Now the name of this box is A, or you can say, what is this? Sir, A is the identity of this box. That means, sir, what is A? Can I say is this box now have an identity? Basically, what is A? Sir, A represent named identity of a location. 2036. Now you can access that value 10 by A. That means, sir, what is this A? This is called as a variable. So what is a variable? Variable is nothing but named identity or named identity of a particular location. In order to access a particular box, a particular block, sir, what we are doing? We are storing the values. Like this. So what is a variable? Variable is nothing but this box has a name, or I must say this box has a named identity called as A. Try to understand. Sir. That means, let us suppose I need to store a value 100. What should I do? Sir, you must do something like this. Sir, three thing happens. because this is a value, somewhere in memory, this value gets stored at address 4192, and this storage or this box has a named associated with it as B. What is B? B is called as variable, named identity of a location. Named identity of a location. Sir, what is the value inside? What is the value inside B? Sir, 100. What is the address? 4192. As of now, we are not interested in addresses. We are not interested in addresses. Sir, that means now we know how to create a variable, how to assign, how to store a value. In order to store a value, you must create some variable. You must create some variable. What is a variable? Named identity of some location. Some location. Done, sir. Done. So, sir, variable is okay. Variable is okay. But coming to data type. Sir, what kind of data is it? Sir, it is a number. It is a number. But is it always there that data is always numeric? No, sir. Let us suppose I need to store some textual data. Then, sir, we need to work upon different types of data. We need to work upon different types of data or data types because our program need to handle different types of data as an input as well as output. It may be text, it may be integer, it may be some number. So let's talk about different types of data. So data could be whole number, like sir, -5, -3, -1, +1, 0, 2, 5, and so on. Done. It could be number with a decimal point, like 17.89, like 65.23. Of course, sir, whole numbers. In real life, whole numbers are used rapidly, used more frequently. For example, age of anyone, age of a person. Sir, it is a whole number as of now. In terms of month, don't say 10.2 years. Okay. Again, number with a decimal point, weight of a person. Okay. Sir, data could be text data. For example, we could have an email. For example, we could have an address. So this is in real life. But how we can handle different type of data in programming language? So we must have something that is called as data type in programming language. In order to handle different kind of data by our program, we need to understand different data types in our programming language. So next we will learn different data types in C programming language. We will talk about integer, we will talk about floats, we will talk about different data types. So I hope you need to understand why we need variables. Sir, storage of value is not utmost important. What is utmost important? Utmost important is we need to access that value in future. And in order to access that value, what we are providing? We are providing a named identity to a particular location, and that named identity is set to be variable. I hope variable must be clear to each and every person who is watching this lecture. So variable is okay, and in next lecture I will discuss data types. So bye bye, take care.